and welcome back to another episode, another day of our Rev Up series. So, let's use Car Mechanics Simulator 2021 to our advantage and check for another scenario. Do some more learning and practicing. Let's see, what do we have here? Let's fix brakes on this. Yes, and let's take on all the jobs we have at the moment. Okay, a nice hot rod. Yeah, I guess we can take that on. And let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, we can do that as well. So, let's put ourselves to the challenge and try to fix these 3 cars today, like in one day, one episode. In the last episode we jumped level, so let's go to any one of our toolboxes and see what we have. One skill point we have. I am not gonna use that as I want to advance with the renovator skills to be able to fix car parts, and with this we're gonna save a lot in the long term. And I guess I'm not gonna spend on anything else just yet, as first I want to extend the workshop. Yes, back end of the garage. I need 10,000 for that, and then we will have some more workbenches there and should be able to do a lot of fixes. Fix up parts, overhaul parts. So, what's on this car? ABS module, brake caliper, disc, vented disc. Okay. Okay, let's jump onto the ABS first. Where is it? ABS, where are you? There we go. Let's just take off the ABS module, which is the electrical part. Trying to get a clear view here. Yeah, you will not be changing this too often, especially not on its own. And this is the ABS pump itself. That's okay. We're gonna leave that. Okay. And then we're gonna go on to the brakes and let's just inspect them first. Yeah, I guess on this side we look pretty much okay. Next one, we're gonna have a front disc, which is gonna be probably this one, as we have one vented disc and one simple disc, and that's front one and a rear one. 2 calipers, we will see which one, but this one is also pretty okay. Okay, let's remove this wheel first. Let's see what's here. 28% on the brake disc, that's bad enough. We need 57% minimum. So to change the brake disc, we're gonna have to remove the caliper and the pads as well, and then we can have access to the discs. As you see, when I try to remove the disc, it's highlighting with red the pads that they are in the way. Okay, and let's remove the disc. Okay, now go to the rear one. If front calipers are okay, that means we should have 2 rear calipers and 1 disc on this side for sure, which are in pretty bad condition. They even look bad, quite rusty. Obvious signs of wear and tear even through this simulation. 28%, 11% pads, never know, but they're not on the list. We don't have unknown items on the list, so we just guess by this that they should be okay. as soon as we remove them, find out. 62%, yes, they will go back. Okay, and jump onto the other side. Oh yeah, look at that caliper, rusty, 13%. Okay, remove the wheel. And let's remove the caliper. Okay, a little bit of rust remover. There we go. And that's it. Now we can go shopping. Yes, that's all. Okay. Let's mark the parts. Caliper, disc, another caliper, but they are the same. Vented disc and ABS module. Oh, we have two of these cases. Let's just use them and see what we can get. Okay, do this and this. Barn location, that's good. As soon as we reach a certain level, we will be able to go to different barns and find parts and abandoned cars. Obviously, it's not gonna be for free. We're gonna have to pay for it. But still, okay, another case, and we're gonna jump level. Or we got the points, but we didn't jump level. That's okay, but we're almost there. And now we did. Okay, another map with another barn. And let's see the last case we have. Let's go with this and with this. Ah, another case. That's okay. I like to open these cases. They're always full of surprises. So let's see what we can get here. Okay, giving me a lot of cases. Ah, that's good. You know, free stuff. Free stuff, it's always welcome. And again. Okay, there we go. This and this. Oh, how many cases today. Full of surprises. What is this? Is it Christmas? Okay, and there we go. Now, these maps, we can add them to our main map. And then we have the locations marked. So, let's go shopping. Car parts, caliper, two of these. Brake disc, one rear, one front, ABS module. Oh yes, electronics shop, quite expensive. There it is, but still, let's just select it here. And whoa, hard-earned cash going for parts now. So let's fit this back. Nice, brand new. And the wheel, pretty happy with this side of the rear axle. Should be everything finished. So we can just fit back the wheel. I hope I didn't mix up the wheels again. This car should have same size wheels all around. No, we're still fitting, yes. What did I just do there? Okay. And what did I fit to the other side? Ah, on the other side we didn't have the disc removed. Exactly. Okay, that's what confused me. How do we still have a brand new disc when if I don't change the order, the game automatically selects the part in the best condition available? Okay, and now let's get back to the front. And front disc. And brake pads. And caliper. Get to the bolts behind. And the wheel. And let's just aim for this ABS unit and just fit the part. Okay, let's zoom in there a little bit. And we should be ready. Let's check the list. All done. Bonus 25% experience points. And there we go. Okay, thank you very much. Let's say that I took the car outside the garage. And now we have some more experience points. We can do a bit of an upgrade here. We're gonna use the 2 points we have, and we will have 1 left. So let's just go and grab the other vehicle, bring it in. Let's take this one. Actually, this one is quite in good condition. Some of them are just falling to bits. Change engine oil, some filters. Very good. Let's bring it in. Yeah, I guess today is gonna be a good productive day with a lot of work done, and should be good amount of profit coming out of this. Here it's obvious that you have different size wheels. Would be hard to mix, but still. So change oil, fuel filter, oil filter, and the 2 air filters. Let's just remove this. Okay, gonna remove the air scoop. Look at the condition of these filters. Terrible. Okay, and where do we have a fuel filter? An oil filter is there, but with access from underneath, and there it is in the front. Okay, let's just lift it properly and drain the oil, remove the filter, and then we go shopping. Okay, that's okay. We finished draining the oil. Sorry, I'm just clicking here too much. And there is our filter. Remove the oil filter. So now get the parts list, 2 of them. It should be done. Let's go shopping. Back to the car parts shop and remove what we don't need for this one and start shopping. Okay, there's one here, and fuel filter and 2 air filters, $100 a piece. Okay, I have some discount, but still, it's a rip-off. Let's just add the filter there before we lower the car, and then let's just get back to the top end. Fit the air filters. And the fuel filter. Do we have anything else on the list? Oil and all the filters. So we just top up the oil and it should be done. No more adding, it's removing now. Remove the oil filler cap and add the oil. And there we go. Check the level to make sure that we're not low on oil. There we go, almost at the max. Perfect. And this should be done. There we go. Quick job, nice and easy. get it out of here, get some income, and start the next job. Let's see what's on this. Oh, this one has a lot of things and nothing discovered. So, has a story. Good reviews. Yes. Handle my problem. I've been to a few experts already. Okay, didn't match up. Problem is still there. Boils down to constant banging. It's unbearable. Gearbox isn't working properly. Changing gear become a nightmare. Please check if and try to fix any problems. Counting on your honesty. It's the last chance for my car. If it doesn't do the trick, I have no other option but to get rid of it. Anyway, let me know what happens. Okay, so we have a customer who already tried to fix this car in several places without any luck. Now here is the chance to really upgrade your reputation, fix the cars, or fix the problems on this car, get an honest repair and proper honest bill, and see how you get on. If you fix everything, you're gonna have a happy customer and a lot of recommendations guaranteed. But because we have so many undiscovered problems, everybody was saying all kind of different things, we don't have any other option just to run a full scan, a full diagnostic, full evaluation on the whole car. Let's find as many problems as possible. I'm very sure that we're still gonna have some left undiscovered after we run all the tests we can actually do at the moment, but we will discover them later with visual inspection or some stripping. Okay, check fuse box. The problem is that fuse box is checked only as a box, but inside all the fuses and relays they are not checked. This is like a visual inspection, but they will come out on the electrical test. So we just take it step by step, and we will get there soon. We will find the problems anyway, we will fix them. Some of them might need a little bit of extra effort to find them, but we will not give up. We will prove that we are the best, and we do our best to fix customers' problems, keep them happy, get them coming back to us. Okay, so we already have a few problems found. If we look at all these red parts, they definitely need replacing. If we look at our list, you will already see a few not discovered parts changed to a list, but we still have 2 pages of parts not discovered, 2.5. So let's continue our tests. Now we have to jump into the engine for the other tests, because that's how it is. Fuel system, let's see. I'm pretty sure we'll find some problems here as well. And no, there is nothing here. Okay, 71% is the limit, but everything there still works, so if we're not fitting new, then they are okay. Yeah, tires just for experience points. Obviously, they are okay even with the quick visual inspection. And now the electrics. Let's see, is there anything here? Probably not. Okay, so this looks pretty decent. Now, let's see inside the engine. Will we find anything serious here now? Of course we do. Oh, of course we do even more. So this is gonna be a major repair with pistons and everything. We're gonna have to strip the engine completely. It's really a big job. Let's run a quick computer diagnostics as well. See if there's anything else coming up there. Oh, of course. Spark plugs, ignition coil, everything you want. Okay, so I guess we have a decent list now to start with. And we will see what else is there, what's left. Another 2 pages basically. Change the oil, yeah, that one, it's a simple one. Okay, well, let's start here. Leave the car, drain the oil. If we can afford it, of course, we're gonna get some extensions to our workshop. We're gonna get some more test equipment and test benches for suspension and brakes. Then it's gonna be easier to actually run some tests without stripping. We're gonna be able to find even more problems, but for now the only thing we can do is to just go with this. Now change the oil. We're gonna do an oil filter as well. It's not on the list, but we are not leaving an oil filter after an oil change, so we're not gonna reuse the old one. Let's remove the wheels. They're gonna be in the way anyway. Okay. And okay, so front drive shaft is one of the parts needs replacing. Sway bar as well. Well, the wheel was in the way because first of all I have to remove the drive axle to be able to remove the drive shaft. There we go. Oh, need the other side as well before we can actually remove it. Okay, fair enough. Let's remove the wheel. Of course this is strange because the gearbox should separate left and right side, and it always does, which means this is not one piece. This should be separated in the middle and it should be a left and a right side, which in reality it is, but okay, if it's like this here in the game, then it's okay. We'll do it like this. So now we can remove it anyway. And let's do the oh, come on, jump out there. Okay, to remove the front sway bar, we have to remove the front end links, drop links, otherwise called quite often. And we also have a wheel hub bearing. Now this one, 99% of the time you will need to remove the front hub to have access to it, and usually you're gonna replace that by pressing it out with a shop press. And there's our sway bar removed. Okay, here we have another bearing. Okay, let's do a quick inspection on these bushings. It was some mentioning about banging. Now if it's banging, usually 2% off, of course. If it's banging and noises from suspension, then always usually comes down to bushings and ball joints. Okay, there as well. Even visually inspecting them, they look pretty bad. Yes, very bad. So we found another 4 items of our list. Let's jump quickly to the rear suspension as well. Okay, there's another one. Let's just get that out of here as well. And the other side probably. Yes, look at that, all worn out. Yeah, now it's a little bit funny. You look at this one, but it's worn out. But in reality as well, you look at it and you can actually see that it's really worn out. This one, yes, as well. Okay, let's remove that as well. Let's go to the other side. And that one as well. So, look at that. We're down 8 more parts from the list. Let's just check, are we correct on this? Okay, rubber bushings. A lot of them. Yeah, 1 page left. Okay, need to remove wheels, because otherwise we're not able to remove the sway bar links, drop links. And there we go. Remove this part first. And jump over to the other side. Remove the tire. Now, of course, in reality, you're gonna be walking around the car, not just jumping from one side to the other. You know, here you get an idea. In reality, you will do it the hard way. There we go. And now the sway bar. Okay, 13%, so it's pretty bad condition. Okay, what else? Just look around, see if we can find anything else. But not really here. So we're just gonna go back to the front. Okay, and just look around one more time. Okay, let's just continue stripping here. There was something about clutch plate and all that. Okay, so hard to change gears automatically. Okay, what's in the way? Starter. Hard to change gears. Okay, have to go to the top. Gears, well, might be gearbox, but quite often it's just clutch, or sometimes actually gear linkage. Okay, and there we go. We remove the starter. Here we have a little bit of rust remover. And then we have to lift the car again. Now, remove the gearbox. And let's see what's there. This bearing, it's okay. Pressure plate, it's okay. Now, the clutch plate, it's terrible. And the flywheel as well. It's gonna be another item off our list, definitely. Flywheel, there we go. It looks terrible. Okay, let's just open the bottom end of the engine. Remove the oil pan, because that's the only way we can have access to the camshaft bearings. Okay, so we have one piston with con rod and another one. This one is okay. This one is also okay, but we have the crankshaft bearing caps. 1 and 2 and all 3 of them. Okay, let's just remove them, because they definitely need replacing. And there you go, 8%. From this as well, you can have a lot of knocks in the engine, not on the suspension. And they're not gonna be rusty, they're gonna be worn, but that is represented with rust here in the game. And then here, let's just open the bottom end so we don't have to come back here when we're gonna start stripping from the top. And which one was it? Yeah, this one. Okay, you can actually see that it's rusty and damaged. If you compare it, this one is so nice and shiny, same as these parts. And this, look at that rod cap. This rod cap is gonna be another part of our list. It's a question mark, we don't know how worn it is, but if we inspect it by removing it, ooh, 10%, there we go, hooray. Okay, so I guess let's jump back to the top end of the engine. Check our list. 1 page full, another page full. Ah, look, only 3 parts left. And we got all the parts we kind of need. So go back to the engine and let's start stripping. And basically we're gonna have to remove starting from the outside and going in. So what's in the way? It's a belt, a pulley, a tensioner, crankshaft pulley, and then we get to the cover. Then we remove this plastic cover. At least in this case it looks plastic. Some of them actually have a metal case cover. Okay. Timing looks pretty much okay. Let's just see on top. Let's just remove the ignition coils first. Okay, that's a good one. That's not a good one. That's also not a good one. We have found them while we were doing our diagnostic test. Yes, and we have spark plugs. Another spark plug which needs replacing. Then we have a good one as well. Now in this case, because we're on a budget and it's a game so we don't care, we're gonna leave them as they are. In real life, just replace all the spark plugs. I know I'm saying this so many times, but it's important and it's the correct way to do it. Now, to change the piston with conrod, we already stripped the bottom part, but we need the top part as well. And look there, there's a camshaft as well in pretty bad condition. Now, to replace the conrod and piston, we're gonna have to remove the cylinder head. That means remove timing belt, remove everything from the top. Exhaust, intake, it's a major job, it's a major engine repair. So it's like a... This would be minimum a 2-day job what we've done here today. Everything what's in the way needs to be removed. Yeah, intake valve, manifold flap. Now the intake manifold. Underneath these ones, when you reassemble them, always put new gaskets to avoid intake leaks. On the other end, exhaust leaks. Okay, cam gear definitely needs to be removed, especially that we, well, for stripping as well, but we need to replace the camshaft as well, so it's a must. Turbocharger, nice and shiny, so it's just in the way. And exhaust manifold, There we go. Now, to get to our bolts and to our camshafts on this particular engine, we have a rear timing chain as well, which connects the two camshafts, as it's a double overhead cam DOHC engine. And there's a new part which is worn and needs to be replaced. Okay. Now, did we find anything new? Yes. And two more parts left to be discovered. Do we have a camshaft in our list? Yes, we do. Okay, and cam gear. Bearing cap. I just have a feeling that we're gonna have some of these camshaft caps. It's such a bad camshaft, you get them worn as well. Sorry. Okay, come on. There we go, a little bit of rust remover. I am already tired, but it's gonna be a long day, of course, virtually. And there's our camshaft. And let's remove the other one, otherwise we're not able to remove the cylinder head, which we must to be able to replace the pistons. So literally you strip the engine to bits. It would be at this stage probably much easier if you have the engine out from the car, but we still don't have that upgrade yet. You know, we need money for tools, we need tools for certain repairs, but an engine crane and an engine stand is a must for this kind of job. Okay, what's in the way? Ah, we have a pulley here covering. Okay, in real life you would get away with this, but here you have to remove it. Okay, and now we can remove the cylinder head. This whole big block is the cylinder head. It has the valves and everything. And let's remove the worn pistons. One of them and two of them. Okay. Let's just check our list. Two parts. Still not there. Okay. You know what? Let's start shopping and fitting. It's gonna be some bushings, I guess, in the end. Who knows? We will see. First, hold on. Let's just grab our list and delete, because we have so many parts that I don't want to mix up old parts with new parts from other cars and from this car. Okay, hold on, this as well. Timing chain. 1 and 2 spark plugs, 2 coils, but we won't be able to fit the other ones as well, as it's probably not gonna accept it because it's less than the percentage required. 1, 2 and 3 and another 1, 2 and 3. Flywheel, clutch plate, sway bar, rubber bushings, ton of them. Oh man, so many. 2 bearings, another sway bar, drive shaft, and that's the old parts. Okay, let's go shopping. Piston with conrod, 2 of them please. Camshaft, yes please. Look at this, we're gonna need a lot of money to buy all the parts again. So if you just run out of money or really low on cash, you're not gonna be able to rebuild the car. Okay. Front sway bar. And we are spending like already thousands. Did we get a cam gear? I'm not so sure. I guess not. Oh, and yes, we did. Okay. Good that I didn't buy it. I don't need extra parts now for extra expenses. Okay. Let's just start rebuilding and then we will worry about the rest when we are there. Okay. And there we go. Let's just check. Piston with conrod, piston with conrod. Okay, doesn't need any other one. Don't want to rebuild the engine and then discover that I should have changed another part, because that's terrible. Like, it's a major big job, and to put it back and then to figure out that it should have been replaced, it's not really funny. Let's just do the intake manifold. And the throttle. Yeah, they don't reach the 71% requirement, but they are refitted parts, so they are still in working condition, and then it's okay. It's not like it's gonna be very costly to replace everything you find in a lower condition than expected, especially for some kind of parts where it doesn't really make such a big difference, as it's really not gonna affect it. Like intake manifold, a piece of plastic, if it's like 71 or 69%, it's not gonna make a difference. Okay, let's put these ones back, and hopefully they're gonna be accepted as well with less than 71%. But they weren't flagged, so they should be okay. And let's check. Yeah. Nothing new on our list, so should be okay. Let's just go to the rear end of the engine and put the rear timing. And this small timing cover. And the rocker cover. That's how also this engine cover is called. Actually, it's quite common. Injectors. Let's just fit them quickly before we forget. And okay, let's do the exhaust part. But normally you never do the top end completely before you actually done the bottom end as well, which means Translate it to plain English. Get out of here. Leave the car before you put back even the cylinder head at all. And close and tighten everything what is in this bottom end. Okay, let's get back there and put the rod caps, especially the rod caps, because they need to be accurately fitted and done, and you should have access from the top just in case. So there we go. I just really hope that the crankshaft is okay. It doesn't really give us a value on it if it's worn or not. But if that is worn after all this, and I'm gonna have to re-strip the whole engine, that is gonna be fucking disgusting. It's gonna be like a major job done twice. A week of work for nothing. Now let's just fill everything and then we will see. Take my chances on it. Normally you inspect the crankshaft when you take off all these bearings and everything, but here it doesn't see anything on it. It doesn't look bad, so I just hope that it's okay. Ah, I didn't buy a flywheel. Okay, let's go back quickly and buy the flywheel. There it is. Oh, pricey. Clutch plate. There we go. And then the rest of it. And the release bearing. And now the gearbox. Okay, didn't put that in our list. Let's quickly go and buy it. Just it was in the list, we just didn't buy it. Okay. That's okay, from the engine bay. Let's add an oil filter. I have two. Okay. Yes, because I've changed another one with the oil change. Okay, the new sway bar. Drop links, front end links, whatever you want to call them. I call them drop links. And go to the other side. We're spinning around parts so much. Gonna get dizzy. Okay, and we should lower the car. Okay, let's continue here, fitting the timing belt. Here you always have to check the marks and do the timing correctly. If you do this even one teeth off, you might damage the whole engine. So it's really important to put this on right. This is a very precise job. You need very high accuracy for this. Okay, now let's do the bearings. And now the drive axle. Should we add the wheels? Let's do the wheels. Oh, hold on. just to make sure is everything the same size. Yeah, they are. Okay, well then we can just grab any and throw it on. Okay, get onto the other side. Here as well. Fit first, we will fit this bearing. And then we will fit the drive axle. And the wheel. Now pull up the list and delete. Okay, we have a lot of parts on it, what we still haven't bought. Okay, ignition coil we still need, rod cap, that one we don't need. Okay. We need 2 spark plugs. We need some bushings. That should do. Let's jump quickly into the electronics shop and get 2 coils, get 2 spark plugs, and let's go back to the main shop, car parts shop, and get rubber bushings. How many? I don't have a clue, but at least 8. Let's start fitting. Okay, jump onto the other one. And the next one there. And of course normally you would be looking from outside. But here we have a nice all-around visual. That's why I like this simulation, because you don't have to imagine, you can see what you need to do. There's another one what we will need to replace, and another one, so we have the last 2 parts finally. Okay, come on, jump over to the other side. Okay, and let's remove them. This one, yeah, 10%, and the other one. Basically all the subframe bushings, cross member and everything. And then we need 2 more of these. And let's fit them back. Okay. And the last 2 just here for these rear suspension arms. And there we go. Now for the sway bar we have to go underneath again. So let's do that. Okay, we are fitting. There we go, there's our part. Put on the rear end links. Okay, and the other side as well, somehow jump over. There we go. And I'm pretty happy with the rear end, so I'm just gonna refit wheels as well. jump over to the other side, another wheel. And I guess rear end is done. What else is left here? Let's check our list. Ignition coils, yes, and somewhere some spark plugs, yes. Okay, let's go on there. Okay, part mount mode, and let's do the spark plugs. One new with one new coil, and another one new with another new coil. And let's see the rest. Yeah, 74 is okay. 67, we will see about that. And about that as well. And that as well. Let's check. Yeah, you see? Didn't accept it. Because we did two new ones what were in the list. But then we have another one which was pretty bad and didn't accept that. So even if we fitted one and another one with 100%, there we go, 100, 100, 67, 66. And we're gonna have to replace both of them, I have a feeling. Let's just throw this in the list. So one more time, sorry. List, go back to the shop, pull up the list, and there we go. So we buy one and we'll try to fit it here. So we replaced the weakest, and let's see, did it accept? No, because we have another one which is less than 71%. We are gonna need to replace that as well. And then we're gonna be gold and good to go. Happy customer, properly fixed car, all the repairs done. Look at that. Only need to add oil, renew filter and everything. So dismantle mode, take off the cap and just fill the engine oil. Okay, find the dipstick somewhere down there, yes. Perfect, okay. So, I guess we are done. A long day, tough day, hard day, a lot of work done. But look at that. Payday. Car is incomplete. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I forgot to fit the starter. Okay, let's just fix that quickly. And there we go. Now we can close it. And there you go. Thank you. So, finished, done, paid. And see you next day, because today it was just enough. See you soon.